Hello and welcome to Toonkind DnD. I will be your DM today, Ocean, and it is time for the Criminal Heart Hunt Part 2. If the players would like to introduce themselves for the listeners.
Hey, it's me again, Rodatunes, and I'm gonna be playing the bodacious future dude, Emmett Levart.
Hi, I'm Griv, and I'm going to be playing the lobster merperson paladin Plumeria.
Hi, I'm Highway. I'll be playing your good old inter, interstellar bounty hunter Vars Volket.
Wonderful. And as a quick recap for what happened last time. So these three fellows arrived to the Vanslook town where there was a job waiting for them. And their job i- is to catch this criminal scum who has been blowing down the buildings in the town. And the three went on to search the criminal in a cave. And after a couple of kabooms, they finally got caught the said criminal scum. And now we are returning to see what happens next. And yeah, you three got this.
Oh,
this this poor fellow, like, they are quite shaken and crying. But after like some convincing, you managed to get them to say yes to going back to the town.
On the condition that we keep them away from any cats.
yes,
Exactly. Glad you remember.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so, what are you doing now?
I guess I, I'm just guessing we're going to try and get back to town, basically.
Yeah, first order of business is getting out of the cave.
Yes.
As you try to start to make your way outside, this criminal suddenly speaks up. Wait! Can't we just rest for a moment?
Hmm.
I mean, Emmett looks at one of his smartwatches, like, I don't know, do we have time?
Well, there was
Af-
not given any time limit.
I suppose we
After
can.
all the running around you made us do, I suppose I could use a bit of a rest.
Yes, but if you think of running away, remember we can bring you. We have to bring you alive. Doesn't mean we have to bring you in one piece. Remember that.
I remember. I remember.
Mm.
Good.
Ugh. Emmett's just kind of, he's still a bit shaken up, like, oh boy, I'm the peaceful one here. And it's like, okay. For
Emmett,
now, he's just gonna sit down. I guess we're doing like a short rest here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Does
Mm.
Plumera still have the snake round the neck, by any chance?
Plumeria tossed it back to the other snakes.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and the other snakes just like bowed down their heads, like as if in a funeral, as their
Yeah.
fallen comrade just sank in to the pond.
Yeah. Vosk just is like, it's a shame you threw it away. We could have had something to eat.
I was actually about to ask if Emmett had any more of that pizza on him.
Yes.
Um,
Perhaps he could give some to our forced companion here to recover
Mm,
some of his health.
are
I
you
can't
sure
actually
that's
remember if
wise?
he. I can't actually remember if he brought pizza in here. I don't think he did.
Mm.
Hmm. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Ooh.
But I might see if I can get some for you when we get back to when we get back down there. Just get you some really quick, and then I don't know
Yeah.
if Pete's is really good at healing bullet wounds or
Yeah,
whatever.
Bosk just leans into Pumera and he just whispers in her ear, out of vague curiosity, what do you think they would taste like? And he just just points at the criminal.
Oh my god.
I am not sure if I would humor that thought. I don't really eat creatures with sentience to them. Do you? Because
No,
that might be
I think,
something to set a limit on if we ever plan on doing
believe it,
anything.
that is what it was. What my people call I think it's what they call a joke. Uh,
Ah,
I'm not very good with jokes.
no, you are not.
My mother says I'm not, so I'm not.
Your mother sounds like a wise woman.
She is. She is. Um,
In the meanwhile, this criminal is just like huddled up against the cave wall, just glancing like between you two.
Emmett,
yeah.
Emmett's like got that like small hint of like they don't need to be hearing this, so he's just kind of gonna sit down next to him and just kind of like I'll make sure that they don't do anything absolutely drastic. I'll do my
So
best at least.
E- Emmett is sitting next to who?
The criminal.
Okay. In
Blockbuster.
response to that, like the criminal is looking at you warily and then just slightly move away.
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
Perhaps now is the time we should go for a more peaceful option here. And Plumeria kind of looks at the criminal and is like, we never properly introduced ourselves. I am Plumeria, Plumeria Pede, and you are
My name is Jit.
Jet?
Jet.
Jit.
Jet.
Jit.
Yeah.
As
Well, that
in.
is much less of a mouthful than criminal. So
Yes.
it is.
Or Blockbuster.
Yes.
Blockbuster?
That is what you
That's
were called on the wanted posters.
Posters. You have dealt quite a lot of damage down there.
I didn't mean to.
This.
I understand it was all a misunderstanding and all that stuff. It's fine, Jit. Just
How. However, our current employer possibly wants repercussions of this and compensation for the damages. So I am unaware what he'll actually do to you.
I'm hope I mean best case scenario you probably like be in community service, but if you're like this traumatized by like felines, I'm not sure how well that's gonna go because getting you down there in the first place is gonna be tricky.
What is community service?
Yeah,
Hmm.
service to the community, doing things to help people instead of hurt people, that sort of thing.
Yes, for a certain amount of time, I think. We don't really have community service on our planet. I don't.
Oh, that that doesn't sound so bad.
No,
Mm.
I mean, there are plenty of options. From what I understand, you could be in charge of picking up litter or in charge of cooking for the elderly or perhaps put into some sort of animal shelter.
Mm.
Emmett like gets a small smile on the face. Maybe you could sign up for a demolition crew so you can actually put your abilities to good use. Because like that way you can explode things on purpose. Eh? Eh?
No, I don't want to blow up.
Uh,
mm.
fair enough.
Yes,
Fair
blowing
enough.
up does seem to be a bit of a fear response for
It
you.
does seem highly stress-induced, it seems.
But that was a good idea, Emmett.
A for effort. And he pats Emmett on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Plumeria just kind of reaches over and like pats Emmett on the top of his mullet. There.
This is like the worst simply pats ever. It's like awkward pat.
You can barely see it under the glasses, but like his eyes just deadpan. It's like, you know what? I'll take it.
In the meanwhile, GT just moves just a bit further away.
Uh,
Plumeria, without even like looking towards Jit, is gonna like put her trident in the ground, like a couple inches from him.
Yeah. Vosk actually puts his down, his Bident, next. Yeah, he does the same with his Bident. Your trident seems interesting. Where did you get it?
Ah, I am so glad you asked. You see, I inherited many of my illustrious goods from my mother and my grandmother. They are ancient artifacts passed down throughout our family through the generations.
Yeah. He shows his Bident and says, "Mine is, well, it was custom made for me by my family. See, it is somewhat of a rite of passage having a Bident, a weapon made forged you by your family.
Huh?
When I
How
was old enough,
fascinating.
my mother made me this Bident here, one of my most prized possessions."
Interesting.
Emmett just glances over to Bitbark, who's like, they're not really like a weapon per se. They're just kind of a canine companion. And it's like I built Bitbark when I got here, like not here specifically, but when I ended up in this time period, I just kind of built him myself.
Ah,
How clever.
Yeah.
He's a
You must
very
have been
good.
a very lonely person.
Well, to be fair, all of my knowledge is in the future, so technically Bitbark is older than I am by sheer like timeline confusion. It's confusing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Mm.
Bitmark like pops up. But I have been supplied with enough knowledge to understand Emmett's own time period.
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Emmett. Your
Mhm.
time. What's it like?
Um
You never gave us much information, and it has sparked my curiosity.
See, here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what I can tell you without potentially ruining the timeline. Because, paradoxes are always a thing. But, let's see.
Yes.
Well, this world definitely gets a lot of technological enhancements. We got video games, and he pulls out his shirt, like, that's what his shirt is about, is apparently this video game.
Yeah. Voska just looks at it. Video game.
I need to ask, is the brand just video game?
Oh, yeah. Oh, please.
Like
No,
Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox all coagulated into like one brand under the
I
PC
mean,
Yes.
umbrella?
to be fair, the brand is Y Boy, which is me parodying both the Xbox and the Game Boy.
Ah.
Ah.
So it's like it's kind of there.
Interesting.
I see.
But yeah, like I'd say it comes to at best on par with like space technology, because I know like
Ah,
a lot of like extraterrestrial beings seem to have more advanced technology.
yes.
I don't want to say modern time period because that
Hmm.
implies that this is the most modern it'll get, but the current time period, like
Yes.
that's kind of the
And
trend I'm seeing.
Hmm.
funnily you mentioned space travels because one of my travels here, I have heard of another being from beyond the stars apparently living here, but I don't know where they are. Apparently they're in somewhere called Dodo Studios. Apparently they made the Star Wars movie, and better less I say about that than next.
Emmett
Are
raises
you
his
not a
eyebrows.
fan?
Let me just say, as someone from beyond the stars, it is completely inaccurate. That space travel does not take that quick. It takes a while. Let's just say that.
Emmett
Yeah,
raises his eyebrows and just kind of whistles a bit.
yeah, yeah. Just I have a lot of issues with that movie, that trilogy, and it's if I ever found whoever made those movies, I have a list of complaints I wish to address with them.
Emmett just leans over and like whispers sideways to Mark. Wait until it becomes a trilogy of trilogies.
Wait, what?
Now, boys, settle down.
Ugh. But beside that, space is, despite what they say in the movies, it is rather more peaceful, and you don't really hear much out there. It's very quiet.
I'll
What?
be honest, from you as a first impression, that surprises me. Like, no
Hmm.
offense, but like, you've clearly been fairly gung ho about things. Is that just like a your race sort of thing, or?
Believe it or not, my race is I wouldn't say too overly peaceful. Just my clan is part of I wouldn't dare say sect, but we're more of a group of people who aren't very live like the ideas of letting our enemies walk all over us. We often like to take matters into our own hands, and this has how would you say, caused conflicts with our race, as it were. So much that our leader of what we would say, my clan, punched the ruler of our race in the face multiple times, and rather violently. She had to be torn off him. It was,
I mean, I don't think there's a non-violent way to punch someone in the face.
no, it was got a bit out of control when she brought the chair in. To be honest, yes,
Oh. Huh.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
Emmett just trades like a slightly cautious glance to like to Jit, and it's like,
As
yeah,
as you
hopefully we don't do any of this to you.
as you're just as Emmet is just about to look at like towards Chit, like Chit has moved 5 feet away, but just on that moment when Emmet looks over Chit like is in middle of moving away, and then suddenly they they fall over face first.
Your boss tries not to laugh. He's stifling his laugh. Oh god.
uh, yeah.
Well, if you're so insistent on moving, perhaps we should get out of these caves already.
Yes, let's just pray that spider mother doesn't come back and uh, feed us to their young.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yes, she wasn't very happy about that at all.
No,
Well,
in fact, she seemed
considering
very
what
intent on finding the person who was blowing up her cave.
he looks at Twit, looks at him. So yes, you can't stay here, or else, what I recall from spiders, your fate would not be very pleasant, as it were.
Uh,
And what he means by that is she will kill you
And
and
possibly feed
possibly
you
feed you to.
to her
Yes.
young. Yes.
really? But
Yes, but
I think, but spiders are rather sweet.
this one just seemed very angry.
Oh,
Let's put it this way. She was specifically looking for the person in charge of the explosions, which in this case would be you, so you're in the most danger of her wrath.
Yes.
So
oh,
I figure
oh.
we're the safer path at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you seem to know these caverns, at least a little bit, so perhaps you can get us out of here quickly?
I guess. I mean, I haven't been here. Well, I haven't been here for long. But I know, but I know to stay away from the ponds.
To
Oh,
stay.
you stay away from the ponds.
Yeah, Vosk is just like.
Emmett just sighs. Like I can see why you would decide that.
And soon after that, you can hear like the go like big footsteps, like going past somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, we might wanna go.
Yes, Mother seems to be angry, and I'd rather be paid, so let's be on our way. Mm.
Jit, you can hop on to my back here. I will carry you since your leg is injured at the moment.
No. My leg is fine. See? And
Mm.
as you three look over, you can see that the hole isn't there anymore.
What?
Oh.
Oh,
But
you
there
can heal yourself.
but there
Ah.
is like a lighter mark on the leg where the hole was.
So there's a
Mm.
scar, but no actual damage now.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
That's some
Regenerative
help, Jen.
abilities. Hmm. These species have somewhat similar abilities.
Or it could be a tune thing, I don't know. Either way, let's
Hmm.
get out of here.
Yes, let us go.
Quite.
What is a tune?
Uh, I would not be one to ask. I'm still learning what one is, to be honest. All I know is I'm half one.
Emmett's just like sighing, like, okay, maybe not a tune. I'll find time to explain.
She just looks confused, like to be fair, he doesn't even know what you three are.
Oh God.
He doesn't know a lot, does he? I guess this begs the question: is Jit actually like Toonkind, or is Jit real kind?
Hmm.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, I guess it's a bit stupid for me to be asking that question, considering I'm playing the Toonkind that looks like a real kind. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yours is supposed to be like almost CGI based, right, Rada?
well, it's like hyper realistic CGI, like say, like modern Disney movie CGI, where they're trying to
Ah,
make it
yes.
live action.
Oh,
Ah.
oh,
I
right. So
kind of wonder
hype.
if like I kind of wonder if like Jit is close to that in like look wise, just because the considering their origins and all that.
Hmm.
That might just be something to ask them on the way.
Yeah.
Will
So are
you
we moving?
ask?
I mean, to be fair, we're kind of distracted by escape the cave at the moment, so
Yeah, try not to get eaten by the angry spider mother.
Yeah,
once
let's
we
walk and
like,
talk. Walk and talk.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
you're fine.
Walk and talk.
Walk a dog.
Walk and talk.
Yeah. So, Jit, what were you up to before you ended up in Once Look?
What? What? What?
Well, like, you were in Once Look. You were like you got startled by things, but what brought you to Once Look in the first place? Like, how'd you get there? Were you just always there?
Where? What is once look? Where is it?
The, the cave with the diamonds, I believe. The big one, where you can see him underground.
You know, the underground city where you were being charged with exploding buildings. You don't remember that?
Uh oh. That place has a calling name?
Uh, in specific context, I guess. Emmett's like shrugging, so his shoulders are up to his like.
Hmm.
Emmett's shoulders are nearly up to his ears and shrug. Like, colony is a word for it if you want to be pedantic.
Well, there's a group of people living there, so this begs the question, though. Jit, if you don't mind me asking, were you born in those caves?
No.
No. Right.
Do you know
No.
how you got there then?
Uh, uh, I was walking around and well, there was these stairs going down, so I went down. And then there was the buildings and the cats. You can see Jit like shivering at the mention of cats.
Ah,
Emmett
please.
is like, nope, 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 calm down,
No,
calm down,
calm.
calm down, calm,
Yeah.
calm.
Varsky's just like holding him, saying, "Calm thyself." Just has his hand on his face, Jit's face, just wiping it.
Oh,
Calm.
Jit would just flinch away from from Varsk.
There are
Well,
no
yeah,
cats here. It is okay.
this is a
Okay,
feeling it free zone.
so we got to once look from an elevator, like the lift, which but from what Jit's saying, there's a stairwell down there somewhere.
Hmm.
I didn't even know we could take the stairs.
I didn't know either.
Excuse me, what is an elevator?
You really
Oh.
don't know a lot of things, oh boy.
Hmm.
I don't even
I'm
know where I
wondering.
am.
Perhaps we should ask then what you do know, Jit.
About what?
Well, about anything? Do you know anything?
Um. Oh, where do? I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Well, like,
Hmm.
you at least know your name. That's something.
Of course.
And you referred to Once Look as a colony, so you know what a colony is. Is that what you came from?
Colony? What is a colony?
Hmm.
It's what you call the town.
Oh, oh, I think I get it. A village.
Oh. Oh.
Do you have a family?
Uh, No.
Hmm.
Hmm. Emmett's like sitting here like, are we really gonna just start playing 20 questions? I guess we are.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, walk and talk.
I
Walk
mean,
talk.
yeah. Okay, here's a question. Do you know what you are? Like, do you know like what kind of being you are? Because you know your name. You know yourself, I imagine.
Well, I learned the, my kind is called as creepers.
Creep.
That's what I have heard, anyways.
I'm gonna roll history because we haven't made any rolls yet, and I want to see if
Yes.
Emmett knows anything
Sure
about
thing,
what.
you go ahead.
Yes.
Oh dear.
So history plus
Oh my
one.
god. Well, that is
So,
average.
so it's well, this has got to be
Hmm.
Redshift Vast gets this. 1d20 plus one. Oh come on! The
Oh
Oh,
my
alien who knows
god.
okay.
the alien who
Ooh.
knows nothing about this planet knows what these are apparently.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's just this is just typical. The most random things he knows about, but he doesn't
Unless,
even know what belly tunes are.
unless creepers aren't from this planet.
Ah,
That could also be a thing.
yes. So,
So, Varsk and Emmett, you don't know what creeper is. You haven't encountered someone like Jit before.
hmm.
So even though you rolled high, you know nothing.
He knows Bubkiss, which I thought he would. Thank you.
Huh.
and like and it like even for Emmett, like even though you are kind of like from here, I assume you know the Toonkind land way better than these two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
Emmett hasn't heard of creepers before.
hmm. Maybe they're from like maybe you're from like some unexplored corner of Vinewell. That could always be a possibility.
That is
In
Hmm.
which
possible.
case it's not going to get explored for a while if I've never heard of
Yeah. Hmm.
it.
What are you three? What are
Hmm.
you, if I
Emmett
can ask?
Emmett like looks between the two, and he's like, "Well, I'm considered to be a toon, which is like sort of like a creature born of imagination, that sort of thing. And we're like, we kind of just live our lives and fairly goofy lifestyles, but at the same time, we are still just living our lives. Like some of us are like look like they're pencil drawn. Some of us look like we're made like on a computer. Some of us look like we're made out of clay or something. There's so many different styles of tunes, and it's like we all just kind of look animated. That's Emmett's best explanation he can come up with right now.
What is a computer?
Oh.
Okay.
And cue the sound effect of just Emmett just like God dang it.
I am what I am a Bavarian. I'm from the Pavos galaxy. My
Oh, you're Bavarian.
yes.
guten
galaxy?
Tag.
And I am from another. Yes, I am from very, very far away from here.
And I am from the mighty oceans. All of my kind defend from there.
Jit,
And the ocean is a big, big lake
Yes, a very big lake.
that is salty.
oh, I know what ocean is.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what the ocean
oh,
is.
thank the stars.
I don't know what the galaxy is though.
No, dear.
Emmett like raises his hand. Galaxy is like a big cluster of stars way up in the sky, like so
And
far you
has
won't even ever. Well, okay.
and
I don't want to
Jit,
say you won't ever get up there because that's where Mars came from, and he obviously got up there. But chances are we won't be going up there anytime soon.
Jit just looks utterly confused. Like the
So,
confusion is
starting from the
clear on his
beginning,
face.
are you aware of the sun?
Yes.
Okay, so the galaxy, and she's speaking very slowly, is made up of many, many suns that are far away in the sky.
yes,
Oh,
And
it take
occasionally there will be planets like this one.
yes. My planet, pa-
it.
Pavos Prime, is is very much like this one, but it's surrounded by a mix of fresh and salt water, and it is very warm there.
Okay, Jit like he seems to get it where what plumeria means, but when you start explaining words, he's starting to look confused again.
Uh,
Emmett's just taking a breath, like, all right. So obviously the finer details are going to be lost on you. That's fine. You don't. I'm not even going to explain where I'm from because that is an entire other kettle of fish. That if you can't understand space,
yes,
then you will not understand where I'm from.
yes,
I'm just not gonna start mentioning that.
you may explode Jit's mind with that.
Please
Or
don't say
something else.
explode around Jit, please.
No, no. Maybe quite, how would one say, hard for them to comprehend.
There we go.
Yes. Ugh.
I
At the
do not
mention of
understand why we talk like they are not there.
Yes.
yeah, like at the mention of explosion, like
Oh!
GT is like kind of like shrinking down, like oh, looking rather worried now. Like what explosion?
You're not going to explode. Not on our watch.
No.
but
We're not trying to like trigger anything.
but I already exploded twice. How can you
Yes,
be
and
so
well,
sure I don't explode again?
yes, we'll
Because
take.
hmm,
Hmm.
Like if it's based on a fear response, then we just have to make sure you don't get startled again. I hope that's all we have to do, right?
So, if we have to deal with certain CATS rather violently, then that'll be the case.
At that at
Hopefully
that
we don't.
at that the
Hopefully we
cheat
don't
is
have.
going to move away from you, Varsk.
No, 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 no. It's not. It's not to deal with you. It is to deal with things that may cause you to get very upset. I
Cheat
am
moves
not going to.
further away.
No.
problem, Vosk, is that they are upset by us as well.
Well, yes, that is a point.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
GD
you.
while GD is like glancing at Emmet and Plumeria, he is showing like open concern towards Varsk.
Yeah. Oh God, he did shoot him in the leg. Oh.
You
Uh,
did. You did.
Yeah.
listen. He would.
And Varsk is probably the most open about just using violence because you did say like if we have to unload on any cats, I'm just like, hopefully we don't have to go that far.
Uh,
Please.
Yeah.
If I have to unload on something, so be it.
Uh,
Voss chooses violence every time. Violence. No, no. Emmett. You don't understand. There's a saying with my people: violence is never the answer. It is the question, and the question is yes.
You have lost me entirely.
you can
There's
just see the. You can just like. He's still attuned, so you can still see the sweat droplet like just appear next to Emmett's head. Like, oh dear.
yes. It's I've never got the saying myself, but it's a saying that means violence is often needed to sort things out.
Right. Anyway,
Yes.
perhaps, Vosk, you should protect our back. Like,
Yeah.
stand very far away from us
What?
so Jit does not become startled by you.
Ah.
Let's put it this way. We don't want. Let's put it this way. Let's put you not necessarily in the same category as the CATS, but you're you're starting to reach that angle in Jit's perspective, I think. So maybe just kind of
You know he's
try
still
to avoid
listening there.
that. Well, we're trying. We're trying.
We're not used. Vosk's not used to this. He used to just dragging people by the scruff of the necks to the nearest jail. He's not used to this level of subtlety.
Peace was that never an option, and now that it is an option, he's very confused.
Yes. Vosk's people, that's basically their motto. Peace is never an option.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Very well, I will stand keeping guard. I don't like it, but so be it.
Let's put it this
Follow
way.
us in the rear.
Let's put it this way. You'll probably be the first line of defense if that spider comes after us again.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Very
as
well.
you say that, because I assume you have been walking while talking,
Yes.
you you
We've
hear
done all this by walking. Oh.
yeah
Casual stroll.
yeah and as you said that mentioned the spider, as you look forward where you can hear like some like rubble like being moved around, there's the spider mama.
Ah.
She's
Emmett's
there.
just like, I really shouldn't have opened my
Yes.
toonish mouth.
Yeah, boss is like, "Mm,
Well,
you were saying, Emmett?
And this is one of the downsides to being a toon.
Now hold on. Huddle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plumeri kind of raises her arms around the two of them and she's like, okay, so last time we met the spider, we told her we would find the person blowing up the caverns, right?
Yes.
Yes.
She does not know that our new companion here was that person.
Ah.
Not yet.
So we
Ah.
don't have to say anything. We'll just tell her we're still looking, we're going to find them, and our new friend is going to help us find them, and we
Yeah.
will be on our way.
On the
Yes.
one hand, that sounds like a plan. On the other hand, I think what she was implying was if we didn't find them, she was gonna hunt us down. I'm
Ah.
not sure if we're on a time limit for this.
Mm,
I mean, these are large caves. She has to be aware that it will take time to find the person.
And so far, we know that she knows the caves better than all four of us combined.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm not. Now, let's just not rule out the possibility that she won't believe us. Have we got the manpower to possibly fight her?
Hmm. Problem is, if we do fight her, that risks scaring Jit again.
Yes, unless we tell Jit to. Unless we get Big Bark to talk to Jit, calm him down, while we deal with the spider if needs be.
But then we're leaving her children motherless.
Well, nature can be cruel, and it is a harsh lesson. But life finds a way.
Well, hang on. Here's a thought. Jit said that they like spiders. Maybe we could have Jit try to explain things. I know it's like we don't want to put Jit on the spot or anything, but if Jit understands like what kind of things might be like positive for the spider, maybe Jit would be the best one of us to know what to say to them. Just a thought.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
Draw, has the spider noticed us, or is the spider just doing her
Digging.
thing?
No, the spider mama is busy like moving over like rocks. And as you three look up from your huddle, you can see Jeet is already beside her. and
Oh
and you can just hear the little
no! He pulls out his
Okay.
blaster. No.
No, 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 no. We're
Emmett just
bringing her
like
back
grabs
alive,
Emmett
remember?
grabs Varsk's arm and is like, nope,
Yeah.
not.
I just love that. Just these two are just jumping on him. Just
Plumeria has
violent.
learned violence is not the answer, not so for Vosk.
Not so for Vosk, no.
Oh, I'm just reminded of.
I think Plumeria is going to try just kind of very, very gently creeping up on Jit and just kind of goes like, Jit, Jit, what are you doing?
Shit.
and Plumeria, as you get close, like after that little sound, the spider mama looks over.
Oh.
Again, you can barely see it behind the glasses, but Emmett's pupils are just shrinking. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Vosk looks at Emmett. His helmet pupils are gone tiny as well.
Then why the spider mama look at first they look at Jit and then their eyes go to you three.
Emmett just goes, kind of does that little like half hand, like he's wiggling his finger, waving his fingers, like,
Ugh.
hi.
Oh dear.
She stares at you all for a good moment and I let you know she is kinda blocking the entrance entrance to the
Oh.
Oh,
cave.
that's what
Oh,
she's
Oh.
moving the rocks for. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, she looks over at you like she she is like holding like one of the big rocks and
Oh.
and after staring for a moment she tosses the rock away and moves aside but then kind of like hurriedly like gesture like get out.
Okay.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That works.
Yeah.
thank
Thank
you,
you. Yes. Thank you.
Madame.
Thank you. Oh yes, that's it. Oh, that is
Wow.
perfect. But he's much taller.
Yeah, no. Emmett's like just nodding, like, thank you. I'll be out of here
Yes,
shortly.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you for not turning our internal organs into soup. Goodbye.
Yes, thank you very kindly. I hope your children grow up to be strong and healthy, just like you.
Run, run,
Come
run,
on,
run,
Jit.
run!
The
Plumeria is kind
spider
of
mama doesn't,
lightly pushing Jit along.
Wait, Plumeria is pushing Jit like forwards, like, yep, go.
Yeah, just like very, very lightly. Like she doesn't want to like trigger Jit or anything. Just like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like you know when
Oh,
it's like you're trying to herd sheep along, you just kind of like tap at their ankles.
Yeah.
It's kind of like she's doing that with like the flat end of her trident.
you
Oh god.
you gotta
Go on,
actually notice Plumeria, like Jit was like before you started pushing him, like he was smiling a little towards the spider and just giving giving a wave, and then you come around pushing along.
No, 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 no.
I
Look.
mean, very gently. We're trying to be gentle. We're trying to be
Yeah.
nice.
Oh god.
The moment they're outside, Emmett is just gonna flop down onto the desert sand and just be like, "Daylight!"
Praise be the sun. Ah. Yeah, Vasquez gets on his knees and he's just arms in the air. Ah.
Plumeria is just
Anna,
reminded about how hot it is, and she's just like,
Yeah. Oh,
ah.
I do not miss this blasted weather. Oh no.
happy for exactly 1 second.
I was happy for 1 second. Fast was happy for 1 second. Think, and there it is.
Emmett's just like adjusting his shades, like now that like sitting up, adjusting his shades, making sure none of the sand got into his smartwatches.
I
Roll to
just,
see if the sand got into your smartwatches.
What do I
yes,
roll for this?
I have no idea.
What
I
to
mean, it's
see if
only 19.
You know what? Should I just roll a luck roll?
Yeah,
Should I just
investigation. That sounds good.
investigation? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 15.
well,
I don't know if I should be like. He's just like looking at his watch. Is like, okay, did I not get any sand in this? I don't want to fry any circus. Okay, I think I'm good.
yeah, the watches are fine. They're fine.
Uh,
Oh.
And like behind you, like as you like all get out, like the Spider-Man gets back to like what she's doing and just building up a pile of like boulders to like block the entrance.
Well, hopefully the town doesn't need that cave for anything.
no,
Nope.
I pity the fools who go into there unarmed.
Yeah. Thankfully, I don't think we have any reason to go back, and she has no reason to come back out.
No.
All well that ends well.
Yes, let's quickly head over to our destination and try to find these stairs.
On their way back, Emmett's gonna like glance over to Jit. So it's like, were you talking to the spider by any chance? Just out of curiosity.
No, I didn't even get the chance to say anything.
No.
Then what was that hissing noise you were making?
He's in.
We heard some sort of noise.
So sorry. It's a habit.
Was it like a was it like a positive hissing noise? Because it didn't sound like the "you're about to explode" hisses.
No, of course not. I don't want to explode. It wasn't. No.
Well, that wasn't what I meant. I meant like were these good hisses, like the ones you were making?
That 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 one was, yeah.
Mary
Emmett
kind of
just
gets. Oop, sorry, go on.
Emmett just shrugs to the rest of the group, like, I guess we kind of did my plan already then? Kind of.
I guess so.
Whatever it was, it worked, so I'm not going to complain about that.
Neither am I.
I am definitely rethinking a lot of my earlier bounty hunting methods. I will say that much.
Yeah. Perhaps I shouldn't be too harsh to apprehend some individuals. It's just what I'm used to. You need a bit of forceful will, if you know what I mean.
You're used to people putting back the force that you're putting in.
Yes, exactly.
Then again, I doubt many of your targets before were on accident like this one was.
Yeah. Most of it was on purpose.
So,
Emmett's like got a couple of thoughts in his head, but he's not going to say anything about them.
so you three starting to head back?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for this because this is so obvious. On your way, and you were sure there wasn't there before, but now on on the desert sand there is multiple. Emmett would know what they look like. They look like car tires, scattered all around here and there.
Car tires everywhere that weren't there before.
Yep.
Emmett is looking around, very confused.
And there's no other parts of cars out here, just car tires.
Just the tires coming in different sizes.
Very. What are these markings then?
They're like vehicle wheels, like car wheels. What are they doing out here? This place looks like an automobile graveyard without the automobiles.
Something isn't right.
I do not remember this being here before. I'm gonna roll an investigation, and Plumeria is gonna be basically poking a tire with her trident.
Yeah, Vosk is gonna join you on that.
Oh my gosh.
I'll also join in, but instead of poking the tire, Emmett's gonna be like scanning it with his watch.
Oh shit!
My god!
Oh
my god!
Oh!
Oh!
Well, Emmett and Vosk know some things.
Okay, so Plumeria, you have no idea. Like, yeah, this is a thing. This is here. Okay then. And Varsk and Emmett. Well, what to say to Varsk? Is Varsk familiar with anything like this?
Automobiles. I think he's seen them, but he's not too familiar how they work. But he has seen them.
Yeah, these look a bit strange. It feels like there is something missing. And Emmett, as you scan, the scan shows up that these are not car tires. This seems to be actually some living creature.
Emmett is just gonna hold up a hand and gently try and step back from the tires, like, This isn't good.
A
Have you
living.
sensed something, Emmett? And
Yes.
I should note that Plumeria is still poking one of them with her trident.
These
Yes.
things are alive.
Alive.
Yes,
Hmm.
I'm getting life signatures off of these things.
Okay, that cannot be good.
I don't know if they're like snakes that are designed like that look like tires, or if they're like some like just sentient wheels or what. Tunes come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. There might literally just be a tire tune out there, but I don't think they're this populous.
Well, they're not doing anything, so can we just
And
walk
as
by them?
Plumeria says that
Oh, here we go.
the the car the seemingly car tire she has been poking begins to shift around and then uncurl, you could say.
Oh dear.
I
And
was right about them being snakes.
mhm. And the inner side like is like towards the sky, and then there's like boop, 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 multiple legs like popping out,
Oh no!
Oh
Run, Emmett,
no!
Oh,
being snakes.
Insect!
and there and it takes some moment, but like after like after like just shifting around and swinging around for a moment, they whoop, get on their legs, and this is the creature.
Oh!
Ooh.
oh,
Ah!
huh.
Fascinating.
Uh,
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
No.
Hmm.
they they kind of like press their like their their top of their like assumably snoot like against the sand, and there's like couple like shifty like sniff sniff sniff.
Hmm.
Emmett's gonna start like trying to tiptoe around them. Maybe they can get to town just by going past them.
Hmm.
and
Maybe.
and as Emmett starts to tiptoeing, the other car tires are starting to shift around, and they do
Ah.
the same thing, like boop, 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 with their legs.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, it appears we may have a fight on our hands. On the other hand, we may have provisions.
We don't
Uh,
need provisions. We're going to a town.
Well, I need provisions. If they decide to be violent, of course.
Hmm.
yeah, that's a big if right now. 'Cause I'm
Hmm.
genuinely not sure.
They seem to have the teeth of carnivores.
Yes. And
Yeah,
from
but
previous
but
experience, carnivores don't really taste that good. Depending how you cook them, of course.
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, Emmett, your plan seemed to work best last time, so what do you suggest we do?
Yes.
Uh, Emmett is like glancing between them all, like not sure what to do exactly. Let me see if I have anything that might be useful here. Uh, 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 uh I Emmett's like just kind of sitting there, like confused, and he's just gonna cast heroism on himself, so he's not stuttering anymore.
Okay.
He's like, let's just hope that they're passive and let's run through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do that. And he is just going to continue kind of like tiptoeing past them. Should I roll stealth?
Well, I like to say at this point, Cheat has kind of moved away from you guys towards one of these car tires. in the
No,
car
no,
tires,
no, no, no.
Oh,
and he's
Hmm.
doing that sound again, like once he gets beside one, and
Violence.
and the and the let's call them sand tires. Like this sand tire,
Speeds.
like looks up at Jit, like, and they are staring at each other very intensely for a moment, and then and the sand tire like headbutts them, headbutts Jit away.
oh.
Oh, yes, yeah, fast powers blaster, so it's come to this. Start loading it.
Not yet,
Uh,
not yet, not yet.
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
uh,
Jit, are you alright?
Shit.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Perhaps it's
And she
been
just
in your.
packs away quickly, like.
uh, okay, we get it. You like bugs, but I don't think these bugs really
Like you.
like us.
Mm.
It's just Emmett is trying really hard not to activate initiative.
Oh my
He's trying
Yeah.
so hard.
The initiative, not do initiative.
Yeah.
Should I just roll stealth for the hell of it, just to see what I get?
Oh.
yes, you
Oh,
may.
roll stuff. Oh.
I never said he was good at it.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I
Oh
can roll
no.
anything.
Let me have a go too.
Crit fail. Oh no.
Still +2, so it's up to Vask. Okay. So
Oh, and that was a nat 1 too.
1d, is it 1d20? So it'll be 1d, hang on. So it's 1d20 plus what's his stuff?
Stealth is
2.
usually based on dex.
Oh, so it's Dex then. So that would be.
Well, it should have its own modifier in the skills, shouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I've got it. It's stealth 1d20 plus 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pray. Oh,
My
Well, we know
God,
who's getting out of this one alive.
the 7-foot alien.
The one who doesn't deserve to.
my God. Okay, so
Oh,
Vars,
fuck.
you are just like a feather in the wind. You just silently go by. On the other hand,
Oh,
oh boy.
yeah.
So,
Ah, yes. Finally, perhaps my team will. Oh, oh.
so, so yeah, Vars like is going along, and as you two try to follow Emmet and Plumeria, you try to be sneaky, but you have a moment of distraction because you look over to see if Jit is following, and then you two follow one of the sand tires,
Oh
who
dear.
is not happy about it, and they headbutt you two as well. Like I'm gonna say you take 1 damage from the headbutt.
Oh,
Ooh. It is a good thing that Emmett used heroism on himself, because that is only affecting his temporary HP.
Hmm.
Which would be
He got a 6 temp HP because it's using his intelligence modifier.
gotcha.
So, yeah. But that's just Emmett. He could only do it to one creature, and he did it to himself. No, that's
And Plumeria probably tripped because she was going over to check on Jit and
because Blue Mary got the nat 1.
yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, you two are just stumbling down, and and that now this agitated Santire is just like kicking sand like at you two, like. And the other Santires are now looking over as well, like, what's this commotion about?
Nuts.
And they are starting to move closer.
Can we still
I
try to get away?
I'm not sure if that's possible at this point. Because
I-
Boss just shouts over, "Is it time for violence then?"
The sand tires look over at you, Barsk, now.
Ah.
well, I think you just made it.
Oh, Boss he loads his pistol. Oh, what a shame.
Now the other sand tires are like, because you raised your voice so high, they now kind of feel threatened and start to kick the sand.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Are they like kicking up a sand cloud? Or is it just foot movements?
Yeah, Vosk is. Can I roll something? Try to scare him off.
Yes.
Vosk is gonna shoot a blast into the air, see if it scares him.
Ooh, intimidation. Okay.
Ooh.
So that would be intimidation, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a good thing I got plus in that. So 1d20 plus 2. Ooh, eh.
Yeah, as you like raise your gun in the air and it certainly gets the sand tires to stop for a moment. But then they are back on kicking sand even more intensely now, and they are starting to move towards you, Mars, now.
Finally, I've been waiting for a fight. He's blasting. Vosk is blasting. He's
I
gonna.
guess we're rolling initiative now.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
To be
Voss
honest,
fights
this
them,
was
we could
gonna
just
happen
run.
anyway.
Oh boy.
What were you saying, Grizz?
I was saying, while Voss fights them off, we could just run.
Yeah.
I mean, fair. He is seemingly determined to be a one-man army in this case. And the further we get Jit away from the attack, the better.
So what do I?
Okay,
like a
guys,
plan.
roll initiative.
Oh
So
boy.
what do I need to roll then for that? Is it just 1d20 or?
Initiative is based on dex.
All right. 1d20.
Oh
Good
my
job,
god.
Emmett. Good
Oh,
job.
dice passer. Why?
Emmett didn't want to be here.
No. So it's just dex. So +2. Okay. Oh.
And I'm
Oh.
gonna roll for Jit as well. Okay.
Oh dear.
Uh,
Actually, Lady Luck's favoring our paladin tonight.
and time for the sand tires roll.
No. Oh.
Okay then.
it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Mm.
They're
Now
only
give me a
moving
moment as I
seconds.
write down this initiative order. So it's Plumeria, sand tires, Jit.
Yet.
Varsk.
Yeah, I
and-
apologize if I did start this. I didn't. If it's upset anyone, by the way.
That's how D&D be.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still having fun with it.
Yeah. Everything's all right. I mean, I haven't upset anyone, have I?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
good.
No.
And let me.
Yeah.
It's in character, and that's what matters.
Yeah. I don't want to make Varsus do stupid things because it's his character. I don't want to be that guy.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've gotten to a point where he's like the funny level of commit to the violence, where it's like instead of being like somebody who's actively trying to kill everything, he's just kind of like he always wants to, but then something gets in the way, and it's like,
Yeah.
Kind of like that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, just like
Oh,
Nothing-
is he the Drax of this situation?
nothing flies over my head. I am too fast. I will catch it.
Oh no, he is Drax. No.
Okay,
Okay.
so first in the initiative order, Plumeria. You see
Okay.
these sand tires going towards Barsk. What will you do?
Well, Plumeria, I think, is still into the idea of getting Jit out of there so we don't risk another explosion. So she's, I guess, gonna try to probably get Jit on her back and run out of there.
So you're going to grab him, huh?
Yeah, or I'm gonna see if I can shift under him and just get him on the lobster back.
Hmm. I say roll acrobatics for that if you can pull that off.
Let's see. Acrobatics, that's 20 plus 16.
Yep, you just Plumeria comes in and just so and swoops under Jid, and Jid is Jid lets out a little as you do this, Plumeria, and now you have Jid on your back, and in response, Jid is just like grabbing a hold of your like lobster body, and you are going to run away.
Yep. Just
Okay,
try to start running back for town.
okay, I say you are good on that one. The sand tires are not not paying attention to you at the moment. You're fine.
Later.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do.
And this is all you do?
Yeah, I mean, they don't really seem intent on super attacking us. They just want us to get lost. So
Hmm.
I think Plumeria's hope is that the guys pick up our
What you say? You cut out.
I said I think Plumeria is just hoping that the guys take her cue and run after her when they have a chance.
Okay, it is now Sand Tires' turn. Oh boy, they they are coming in closer, and I'm gonna actually let's see. Where's the sheet? Okay, they are going to try to headbutt you, Varsk. Let's roll an
Oh
attack.
dear.
And that is okay then.
Ooh.
Does it
Let's,
hit?
let's check his armor class. 16. That is just right on the thing.
Okay, so the first one hits you, and it's going to do. Oh dear. 8 damage.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'm thinking this is due to Not him not wearing a helmet. So he is on. Oof, he's on 11.
Oh,
Oof.
Right in the face.
Just like Mark's like leaning down, like, oh yeah, what you gonna do? Bunk!
Now I imagine it like rolled up into tire form, just kind of like punted itself off the ground into his face. So he's got like a tire tread across his face.
oh
Yeah.
gosh. Talk about being run over.
Oh
Mark
dear.
definitely has like that triangle kind of shape like on his face now.
Yeah. You do see his nose is bleeding a bit. It's a bit green. So he puts it. He takes a bit off and rubs it against his fingers, and he looks at the thing at him and says, "Oh, it's going to be like that, is it?
Oh dear.
Very well. Ah,
Oh.
okay. It's my go, isn't it? Or is there another one?
Yeah, I say only one of them attacked and other ones are still like trying to intimidate you. Just kicking up the
It's
sand.
Okay.
I know I kind of like carry Jit out of combat, but it is Jit's turn if Jit wants to do
Oh, is it Jet?
anything.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
He is holding on to his dear life.
Aw.
Which I always found. I always wondered how. I mean, he's got no arms. He's got his legs.
He's got like little toe claws.
Nubbins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can grab onto.
You know, you get into like the little scoots, the little plates.
Yeah. He's hanging up.
I'm gonna actually roll strength to see if he can stay on.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no 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 no
No,
no.
no.
Somehow he
Hey!
manages.
Woo! Let's have a look. Oh, thank goodness.
He is so spooked right now. He doesn't know what is going on. He only knows to hold on. Hold on
Oh.
to the dear life.
Oh.
And now it's Varsk's turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Valsk, instead of the blaster, he's pulling out his bident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he is going over. He is going to have at it.
Go ahead,
Oh
have
boy.
at it.
1d20 plus 2. Hang on. Oh,
Oh, yep, that hits.
and so I need to roll damage, don't I? Or
Yep, roll damage.
So trident is 1d20 plus damage. Is it damage or damage? It's 1d6 plus 2. Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ouch.
Yeah, and he's got to roll again. I think fighters can do it twice, can't they? Or
I don't
yeah,
know.
they can.
I don't know if you are at
You mean like multi attack?
Yeah, like a
um.
multi. I think they can do action surge. I believe at level 3. Or
Let me see.
yeah, it's entirely up to you.
Mm, I'm gonna say. mm, I'm gonna say I'll give you this one.
Okay.
So go
No,
ahead.
no.
You can hit again if you wish.
Okay. Ooh, no, no,
No,
no.
the first one
Okay.
you just managed to s- like stab at the like one of the little arms, and they're like,
Oh,
and when you are going for the second one, they just with their head like bonk
oh
bonk your weapon away like no.
no. Oh, it's on now.
And with this, Emmet, you probably got sad in your eyes, so this is why you
Oh,
are last in the initiative.
oh no.
Uh, okay. Give me.
Glasses.
I need to look some stuff up for the sake of.
Forgive me, Emmett.
Um, trying to remember where I put Emmett's infusions on. Like artificer infusions. I think I had it where he had returning weapon on his hammer and repeating shot on his weapon or on his crossbow. Uh, so is he like surrounded by the Sandtires at the moment, or is he more
There,
just?
there is at least 5 around Varsk.
Oh dear.
Oh boy, that's a lot. Like Emmett is confident that Varsk has the violent capabilities to be able to handle all of them at once, but also not all of them at once. Um,
Yeah, and they are not looking happy at all. Especially the one who
and
got stabbed.
and Plumeria's like managing to get away with Jit, so
Yep.
that's less of a concern at the moment. So he's going to take out. He's going to take out like a sort of futuristic. Like he's going to like whistle to Bitbark, whose back opens up, and he reaches in and pulls out a futuristic looking, like, I guess you could call it like a laser gun. Like it kind of looks like something that would be from space, except it's instead from the future. And he is just going to like just aim at one of the sand tires, probably the same one that got stabbed because that's the extra aggressive one, and he's just gonna fire a shot at it.
Oh boy. Roll away then.
And it is, yeah, it's +1 weapon. Okay. Wrong dice pot.
Yep,
Oh,
that definitely hits.
Oh, what's
Roll
that?
damage.
I'll take it.
Oh,
6 damage, not bad.
So yeah, you aim, you take a shot. And oh boy, this sand tire is not looking great. Like
oh
now
dear.
they are starting to like pipe down like and and it takes a moment, but they start to like move away from Varsk ever so slowly,
Oh, where
backing
do you think
away.
you're going? You started this
Oh
fight,
wait.
and now I'm
Also,
finished.
I forgot to include Bitbark's. Bitbark is kind of like in the initiative immediately after it. I forgot that was just an automatic thing.
Mm.
So Bitbark is also just kind of like he's not. They're not gonna like attack per se. Yeah, it's just gonna take the. It's just gonna take a like a dodge action in case the the sand tires decide to come after.
Okie dokie. Is this your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Okie dokie. Okay, I'm gonna ask just to check in. Plumeria, are you still running?
I think Plumeria is probably gonna like skid to a stop once she's gotten like Jit out of the way and sort of look back to kind of see how they're handling it. So I'm gonna say maybe she's about like 30 feet from combat.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Okay. How my boys doing?
How's Jit?
Um,
Oh, who
Well,
is?
Voss is in the blood zone at the moment.
Jit, as you put him down, he's like it takes a moment to like just yank him like off your back and put him down. He's
Yeah.
shaking there.
Oh, I think to like save time, Plumeria kind of like does a barrel roll and just kind of like rolls to sort of get him off her back. So he might just be lying back in the sand. Poor thing.
hmm.
Oh dear.
He doesn't know what to do with himself. He just keeps us shaking there on the sand.
Very small
You will
thing.
be safe. And Plumeria kind of pats his head. And I think Plumeria is going to try to. Hmm. Trying to think. I think she's probably going to run back just to like help out Vosk.
Hmm.
Sort of get him out of there because she can kind of, probably sees he's not really doing super great.
No.
I mean, he got bonked in the face.
Yeah.
I imagine the marking is still there from that.
Yeah, he's not
Ugh.
happy about it.
So I think I'm trying to think what to roll. She she's probably going to try to get like a running start and throw her trident at one of the tire peds, sand tires.
Hmm.
So what would I roll for that?
To throw a trident? Um.
Yeah.
Hmm. Let's see. Do I have your weapon here on your sheet? No, I don't.
It's the trident fish command.
Uh, I don't know if there's any fish to command out here.
I mean, it's still a giant fork. You can still poke stuff with a giant fork.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, trident. Well, it says. Mm, I think you can use strength to to throw it.
Okay.
Like when it comes to like attacking like. Hmm. So yeah, if you get like at least like 20 feet away, like away from the sand tires, you can throw it without disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of what she's taking sort of running start over.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll strength.
Um. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Sad. Listen, fish. No.
Yes, it would be like D20 plus 4.
Okay, D20 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
15. Does that hit?
It hits. Roll
All right.
damage.
Let's see. The damage, that should be 1d6 plus 2. 8.
Ooh. I'm gonna say you're going to hit like one of the other like sand tires, like, and they are also like a paper like.
Oh dear.
Does like pin them into the sand?
I don't think you can pin them to sand. When
Oh,
speaking
I
about,
know that, but I mean, like, does it stab them through?
you managed to like get the trident stuck like on their side.
Oh,
Aw.
excellent, excellent throw, Plumera.
Okay, and now it's. I think it was Santire's. Yep, Santire's turn. Okay, the one, the one which got like stabbed and blasted. They are like backing away, and they are actually going to use disengage.
Oh,
And and you can see them like ball up to their tire looking forward and just like roll away. And the one with the trident stuck on their side is busy trying to get that off, so we ignore that one.
yeah.
The
I'm
other
surprised it
three
didn't kill
though,
it.
the other three though,
Oh dear.
oh boy, get ready, Barsk.
Okay.
They gonna hit but you. Do-do-do.
Again, that's the armor class. Mm,
Okay,
And you
okay,
have 11 hit points left?
yep.
Oh no.
yeah,
19 and then reduced to 11.
this ain't gonna be pretty.
Uh,
Oh
Oh,
my,
okay.
Oh,
yeah, these ones get you straight on the stomach, like with their pointy snoot, like.
Okay, so
And
11 minus 9. I'm on 2 hit points.
yeah, you are not looking too great.
mm,
oh,
buddy.
Mm,
this is what happens when you choose violence. The
Violent.
violence comes to you.
I will be having vengeance.
No, no, you won't. No, you won't.
I'm gonna say that the other two are like just trying to like push you away. So,
How
hmm.
close is the one that's been hit with the with the Plumera's trident? How close is that one?
Oh, they are still pretty close. Just busy trying to get the trident off their side.
How far is the one that's legged it that I was fighting?
Oh, they are at least, I say, 40 feet away.
So they've gone then, but okay.
Yeah, that one skedaddled.
Right, okay.
And hold on, let me tune. Yeah, the other two are like trying to like push you away. I'm gonna say that is going to be athletics versus athletics. I mean, for sand tires, they are going to use strength. And Varsk, I'm going to need to roll athletics.
Athletics, okay. So athletics plus 1d20 plus 2. So all capitals again, sorry. Nah,
Oh god, let's see if you're lucky with this one.
please. Misfortune is being cruel to me tonight.
Apparently so.
Oh!
Ooh.
But there is a second one. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh,
So yeah,
Oh.
the first one you're like able to like push aside like, yeah, nah. But then the other one comes around a bit with a bit more oomph behind it. Push. And now you're on the ground. You're prone.
oh man.
And I'm gonna ignore Jit because he's still shaking there on the sand. So Varsk, it's now your turn.
Voss is gonna pull himself up, realizing sadly that he can't wing this, starts to walk off, but he pulls his blaster out and he's gonna aim for the one that's ran away. See if he can just hit it with his blaster, and then he'll.
Now hold on, isn't he prone?
Oh,
Well, he used his movement to get up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he's like still like when he's taking the shot, he's still standing where he stood up.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, does he have a second movement, or does he need a second movement to do that?
yeah.
I mean, I
Okay.
can look up the condition if we really need to.
Listen,
Yeah.
Liz. Vosk is very petty. They've knocked his ass down, but he wants satisfaction. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
The rules don't matter a ton to me. I was just, curious.
Yeah. So yeah, it's if I recall, it's Dex, isn't it, for blaster shot? Yeah, it is. Yeah, for gunslinger. So 1d20 plus 2.
I think it's 4.
Is it 4?
You are proficient with your weapon.
Oh yeah. So can I try that again?
Mm.
So 1d20 plus 4. Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, Varsk, you took a aim, and you're sure you're about to hit, but then one of the sand tires like bumps on your leg, and it completely throws you off, and you
Yeah,
miss your shot.
Varsky is just gonna walk off, and he's cursing in his language very loudly. He's just
Oh man.
grumbling to himself.
Oh
See, the
no.
nice thing
Are
is,
you
even if you're,
excuse me,
if
give
it's
me a
your,
moment.
Right.
if it's your alien language, at least it's not Grolix, so nobody else can actually understand you.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, it's his language, but there's some bits it does sound like Grolic. Some bits do because he's half Toon. Does sort of mix with Grolic, but even Voss doesn't know he's speaking Grolic, but it's translate, and what he's saying is really, really bad.
Oh god.
Like, it's very PGA. It's 18. What he's saying.
Emmett is just gonna like pull out his collar, like, nope, not dealing with that one.
So wait, the Varsk, are you walking away from
Yes,
the center?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, they get attack opportunity, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So, yep.
Go
Enough
on.
movement to walk away, though?
Yeah, but
Yes.
like if you move away from the enemies like
I think
reach, they
it's.
get the attack
Well,
opportunity.
yeah, but I think the question is, did he use up his movement standing up from being prone?
Yeah.
That's only like half of the movement away. So he can still
Okay.
move.
So he's
Yeah.
moving like
But
15 feet.
since you are moving away, I'm sorry, but it's attack opportunity.
Okay.
You tried to look cool, and this is what you get.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on.
Hmm.
Does Dice Party, did you just hate me tonight?
Apparently so. I'm not gonna even roll damage because
Just I'm on my ass.
the moment you try to move away, one of the Santas just leaps up, rolls into their entire form, and
Yeah.
right on the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before he gets knocked out, he just gets up, looks at Plumero and says, "Kill them all," and he's out cold.
Oh no.
Emmett's just like, God, gosh darn it. I guess it is Emmett's turn now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please drag Varsk away from this.
Yeah, Emmett's gonna run up, like, see if he can at least like retrieve Varsk. He's not gonna like. He's putting away his blaster and trying not to like attract the attention of any of these other enemies. He's just gonna run over to Varsk and try to like drag him away.
And Plumeria's nearby too, so she can help out, if he needs
Yeah.
help.
He's still got heroism on, and currently his heroism is he can take a hit, and he will take a hit if he needs to get Varsk out of it.
Nice.
Aww.
Oh.
After all he's done to him too.
Look, they're still working together.
Yeah.
Drag him away.
I just figured out the flavor I'm going to use for heroism. This smartwatch injected morphine into his wrist.
Nice.
Oh
Oh my
no, it's the
God.
Gordon Freeman.
Yes.
So should I roll a strength roll? Because like he is
Yeah.
trying to yank a 7 foot tall alien being.
Yeah.
I think you can like drag him along. I don't think he is
Okay.
that heavy to not be dragged along.
Also,
Yeah, I'm
Just
just gonna,
dragging him on his face and all.
sorry, would it be adrenaline instead of morphine? Because I don't think Emmett's really that hurt.
No. Yeah. It would
yeah,
be
it might
adrenaline.
be adrenaline or something like that. Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Add insult to injury. Just rocks when you're dragging it, so he just keeps hitting his face.
Oh my god. I can see where the half tune comes in.
Ow! You just hear him say,
All right, all right. Emmett, maybe put him on my back instead.
Yeah,
So,
that might be best.
but
But also, he's keeping an eye on those sand tires. Like they might be trying to pull an attack on opportunity on him. If they
yeah,
really
at
want
least one of them has like attack opportunity left. So that one is going to try and hit as you are dragging away this poor alien man.
"Oh, come on, I'm down already."
matches. It matches. It hits.
Oh, come on.
Okay, now you get bonked as well.
These things do not leave you alone.
I mean, we were the ones who started messing with him.
Well, yeah, they're the one acting aggressively. We were just defending ourselves. Well,
Woo!
10 damage. Ooh. Well, I can reduce that to 5 thanks to the temp HP, but yikes.
Plumera,
What?
get your
That's still
boys,
damage.
please. Please come get your boys.
Come get your boys.
They're having not a good time.
Nope. Oh, you poor souls.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go back to Plumeria. It's
I think at this point, Plumeria is just kind of like basically gonna try to focus on getting them out of here. So she's gonna see if she can get Vosk on her back. So I guess I would roll like a strength for that, or do I just do it because he's already knocked out?
yeah, you can just do it.
All right. So
You're
she,
strong enough.
yeah, he's beefy. So she flings Vosk over her back, and then she kind of looks towards Emmett, and she's like, all right, come up, come up. Come right upon my back.
We are taking on a ride on my favorite rocket ship.
Oh.
So, Emmett, will you get on?
Uh, most of Polnari's back is probably already taken up by Varsk,
I mean, you
and
could just sit
Oh,
on
yeah.
Vars. Vars can act
Just
like
sit on
a
fire.
saddle.
It's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Emmett's still good enough to walk at this point. At this point, he feels like it's probably the best opportunity to run, so he can handle himself.
Mm.
All right, if you say so. So Plumeri's going to try to run back to Jit.
Jit is still lying down on the sand. He's
Oh,
still there.
Does she manage to get away, or do they get another attack of opportunity or
No,
anything?
no, no, because Emmett dragged Warsk away from the sand tire, so you aren't,
Ah,
yeah,
nice.
you aren't in the vicinity of them. So, yeah, you can just run away just fine.
Oh fuck, my trident.
ah.
No,
Emmett, grab my trident.
get the trident.
Emmett's like rolling his eyes a bit, like fine, but only because it's a priceless heirloom, and you already gave me that piece of backstory.
Mm.
Thank you.
As you said that the the sand tire finally gets it off its side. It grabs a hold of it with its like fir- the first like the the little legs closest to the head and just
Oh
flings
no!
it away. Just
Is it like flinging it at any person specifically, or is it just tossing it out into the desert?
I'm gonna actually roll. I'm gonna roll which direction it goes.
Oh, why did I ask?
Okay. You are fine. They fling it somewhere up to the right. Just
The
And
fetch.
Emmett is gonna give it. Did you say that in character? Or?
No, out of character.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, Emmett's gonna go and grab it now that it's like, a lot easier to grab. But also, if you told him to fetch, he would have given you like a glare.
No,
I'm glad
Plumeri
you
is
didn't.
not that mean.
Good.
Did you get it?
Emmett's like holding it up in the distance, like, yeah, I got it, I got it. Of course, now he has to get like back to where the group is.
Plumeri, you hear Voss like groaning, like, Mother, I don't want to go swimming.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know, dear. And she kind of pats his unconscious head.
I don't like but roller fish. They're too stringy.
Yes, I know.
Ugh.
Should I just have Emmett? Do I have? Does Emmett have to like get around the sand tires to be able to get out, like back to the group, or can he just run back up and be like, "All right, let's get out of here"?
well, you pretty much beelined for that for that trident, I think. So
Yeah,
you can just run back.
yeah. Emmett's like, okay, I think we've dealt with enough sand tire centipede things.
Mm.
Quiet.
So as you get together again, you can see like in the like the the couple like sand tires. The one of them is just busy licking their wood, but other three, they are looking at you. And then they roll to their tire form and they are like rolling after you.
Oh,
What do you do? They are coming.
Run.
run.
Yes, we're running.
Like Emmett is absolutely taking his dash action and running.
Varsky says, ugh. No, the sun is too hot. Ugh.
um,
So we're all running.
Yep,
mhm.
we're all running.
Do we need to roll anything, or do we just
No,
escape sound?
no, you don't need to roll anything. They are quite persistent though, like, and quite fast. Like sometimes they come around like, oh no, they are about to hit you, but then just misses. And as you keep running away, also I have to ask, what about Jit?
Oh no.
What about Jit? Oh God! I forgot he's still traumatized in the sand.
Oh no.
Emmett,
Jit.
Emmett, grab him! Grab Jit!
Emmett's been so concentrated on running, he has to like loop around and run all the way back to go find to go grab Jit, and it's a whole thing.
I have an idea. Have Bitbark drag them around.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Good idea.
Bitbark is gonna go over like I don't know if like Bitbark like his back their back opens again. They like kind of like a large claw comes out and pulls Jit onto Bitbark's back, and then he just starts driving along the sand after the group.
Whee!
That is actually kind of funny because how I imagine how big Jit is, like he is like somewhere close to like Emmett's height, so having this little dog like carry
I
this.
mean, Emmett has. I mean, Bitbark has like a built-in like chair, like a attachment built into him. So Emmett has sat on his back before,
Oh my
Aw.
so
god.
that makes perfect sense.
So yeah.
So yeah, Bitbark's got Jit. Plumeria's got Varsk, and Emmett's just booking it.
Emmett is
And Emmett's got
booking.
the trident. We're all good.
Yes. Oh,
So yeah, you just run and run like, ooh, the heat. It's getting to you. Like you are running in the desert. It's gonna get hot while running.
yeah.
Oof. But yeah,
Can
like but yeah, you see the ones who look lifts in the distance, and you can just make it out like somewhere on the roof. There is Stewie. Just
Mm. Yeah. You just hear Varsky.
just like sweeping the roof like clean, like, and and it takes a couple of moments before he notices your group, and he's about to wave, and then he notices the sand tires after you.
Uh,
You can
Emmett's
see
just like,
the
"Ah."
distance. Emmett just screaming. Huh? You can see like Stewie be like, this is not good. Like doing like rubbing their chin for a moment, like, yeah, oh, oof.
Hmm.
start the lift, start the lift, start the lift, start the lift.
Ah. Emmett's like, just
Come, quickly
come
now.
on, come on.
Like, I don't think Plumeria runs into the elevator so much as kind of like crashes into it, kind of like the Akira bike skid, but like falls over all herself in the last minute.
Yeah, I like to
Oh.
think she does this and Varsky slams against the elevator.
Hang on. I have to roll performance because I want to see if I can Yes, Emmett. Emmett is like he's still panicking, but at the same time, he's just going to go into a somersault and then like do a front flip into the elevator, just because that is the kind of radical cool guy he is.
Ooh. That is pretty radical and cool. Meanwhile, Vosk is smushed up your lobster butt, so.
Ah!
And Bitbark just kind of brings in Jit right after, unable to do many tricks on his wheels.
Go down, go down, go down, go down.
Like, I'm gonna say, as you group, like, oh, the elevator doors are just open, but just as you are getting close, they close, and you bonk against the doors,
Oh no!
Oh no.
just crashing
Peter!
into the doors. Um,
Rats. And because Emmett did like a
Why?
whole front flip into the door, he is like he's seeing stars.
oh my
Aw.
god.
What do you think
Okay, so
Vosk is doing?
Oh
So
dear.
just so I have an idea of what happened, we have Plumeria who slammed back into the door, slamming Vosk behind her. Emmett tried to do a cool front flip and then face planted into the door, and now he's in the pile. And then Bitbark just kind of casually rolls up behind all of them, dragging a traumatized Jit behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much,
God, these
yeah.
doofs.
Uh, well, this
Um,
is a functioning party.
And are the tire peats still pursuing us?
as you take a moment to look over, you don't see them. They aren't there.
Emmett's just gonna kind of sigh in relief as his face slides down the elevator door. Like, oh, thank God we made it.
Mm. Plumerius just kind of falls over in a heap on Emmett because by this point she has been doing all this running in the desert, so she is severely dehydrated.
Say, Vosk's skin's actually getting dry.
Yeah. Please
Um,
water your friends.
Please do.
Emmett does not have water spells. At the very least, he'll use Cure Wounds on Varsk.
Thank you.
So that's a D8.
while while your group is like taking a moment, like
Heal 7.
to like gather like
We got 7 hit points.
Yep, heal 7 hit points.
Yeah.
And that is Emmett's last that is Emmett's last spell slot. No more magic.
Aww.
The moment it's finished, Vosk is just like, "Where are they?" He pulls his blaster out.
Now is
Emmett,
Voss
you need-
still underneath Plumeria's lobster half?
Yeah, and you just see his face just immediately go like dark blue because he's blushing like, oh oh dear.
no,
uh,
there is no need for that. You see Stewie like because his desk is like next to the elevators. So he's just like reaching over and like gently like just like pushing down the gun like no, there is no need for that.
You touch this gun tin can, you'll be getting the end of it. And he pulls it back and
Emmett's just like, look, we already get you don't like him. Just calm down and
Stewie
relax a
just
bit.
like again like pushes the gun back down like no.
I just healed you. Don't make me regret it.
It's all right, Vosk.
Yes. Lady Plumera, would you mind getting off of me? This is
Oh,
somewhat,
yes.
embarrassing. Yes.
Yeah, she kind of curls her lobster tail back up and like
Yeah.
sort of stands back up again and dusts herself off.
Yeah. You could definitely tell Plumera he is blushing. Well, as much as he can, as species can, he is what seems to be blushing a bit.
I mean, I'm hoping he didn't take a peek at any bits or anything. But...
Oh no! I don't think he does. Vosk is a gentleman.
Good for
There-
him. My, you
So,
caused quite a ruckus there. Are you alright?
for the most part, ran into some unruly desert creatures, but we.
Oh, I did see. Oh, those little
Uh,
things were quite fast on your trail.
Yes.
yeah.
But we have come back victorious. And she gestures her arms towards Skit.
Ooh. Oh, who may this be? Hello. Uh, uh, um, hi. It's like awkwardly like lifting like one of his front feet and like waves ever so slowly.
Oh,
This is our bounty that we were sent here for.
Oh, this is them.
Yes.
yeah.
Hmm. You can see like Stewie like leaning over, getting a closer look of Jit. Jit is just very stiff there, like he doesn't. This creeper doesn't know what to do. While
Although
while
I wonder
Stewie's
if he'd
looking
be
around.
like I wonder if he'd be like reassured by him since he's like got that centipede look going on with his long body.
Roll
Oh my
insight.
Hmm. Let's see. Insight. Okay. 21.
god.
Okay, Pumeria, with your 21 insight, Jit is terrified.
Oh no.
Oh.
Jit, Jit is shaking again.
Okay. Chit.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. He's not going to harm you.
He is
What were you
Hmm.
gonna
You
say?
can say at least one thing nice, Vosk.
yes. Bang. He is and you just see him trying like a respectable individual.
There you go. Good
Uh,
job. And she's like patting his back very encouragingly.
Thank you.
Emmett's just gonna go over to like Stuart, like, yeah. Turns out a lot of the problems that's been happening is a lot of like fear and startling. So we're trying to keep like any spooks on the down low. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh, I get you. They don't seem like a criminal to me.
Yeah, it's
No, they are simply a creeper.
Yes. Whatever they
Hmm.
actually silly question. You might not. Would you have any idea what creepers are? Because none of us seem to know.
No, I have no idea.
All right. Are you not ask?
yeah.
Hmm.
Wait, insight.
Yeah, insight. Yeah, Vosk is getting
Yeah,
insight
you
on this.
you can roll inside if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not?
See if like Stewie is lying.
Are you lying, Tin Can?
But more
Right.
like if Stewie knows something that we might not. Although it's entirely possible that he might just be as oblivious as we are to this whole situation.
Yeah, yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't know.
All right. Well, either way, there is still one more thing we have to figure out before we can really call ourselves done here. There's
Oh,
still the problem of Jit's phobia of cats.
Did
Oh.
we see any cats as we went into town earlier?
If I recall, our client's butler or like the person that was working under our client is a cat,
Hmm.
and oh yeah, there were a couple felines there, so
Hmm.
Oh,
this could be
there is plentiful of felines down in Vanslook.
Hmm. That is
tricky.
not good. Stewie or Stewart, I don't know which you prefer.
Stewie.
Stewie, yes. Do you have a telephone? Perhaps we could call our client and have him come meet us up here, away from any feline uh friends.
Hmm. I do have a phone. So
Excellent.
who I will be calling?
Uh, Snap out of character. I actually forgot the name of our client.
God, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like yeah, I assumed when
Oh,
there was that moment of pause, I was like, oh, you don't remember, do you?
yeah. Voss was
No.
like,
It's me.
Garibaldi, I think it was. That may be the concussion. Hang on.
There. Just do me like pats your head, Varsk.
Everybody's just patting Varsk condescendingly today.
Yeah. Yeah, and Boss feeling this, say, thank you for alerting them. Pat, pat. He pats Emmett on the head.
Uh,
Pomeri is still just gonna keep rubbing Vosk's back.
Hmm.
Aw.
Yeah. Boss just smiles.
Oh yeah, but
uh,
out of character, I'm gonna remind that that their name was Mr. Pelletier. Yep, Wikily, you're right. That is the client's name,
Mr.
Okay.
Pouty, okay.
Pelletier.
Yeah, so Emmett's gonna think for a moment and be like, oh right, one Mr. Pelletier, I believe.
Hmm.
Lives in one of the apartments or somewhere down there. Maybe the penthouse. It might have been the penthouse.
The big fancy hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, that place. Yes, give me a moment. And you see Stewie like whoop disappear somewhere.
What? What?
just going
Emmett's
down like whoop.
Emmett's glancing down I think it's more gonna be I think he's gonna get a house call rather than a phone call.
Either that or
Yeah,
he'll get dragged up by Stewie himself.
yeah, Emmett, as you do you look over the desk down?
Yeah, a bit. He's just kind of glancing out of curiosity.
It's darkness. You don't see the bottom.
Yeah.
I guess we wait then. This is a waiting room after all.
Yeah.
So Emmett is going to just kind of take a few steps towards one of the areas where it's if you're waiting for an elevator, you sit down on one of the benches. He's just gonna sit down and not literally collapse, but he is just gonna flop down and relax on the chair, finally somewhere safe to sit.
Yeah. Voss, is there settees couches there in the waiting room, or is it just seats?
Yeah, there's couches.
Yeah, Voss is going to take one and he's just going to face plant into it.
Plumeria, there were little snack carts or something around this lift area, right?
Yeah, right outside there is the stands, there's drinks, there's snacks.
Yeah, she's just gonna go outside and come back with a big gulp of salt water.
May I
And just
have some, please?
mm-hmm. And she kind of dumps it over his head.
Thank you.
Uh,
You are most welcome. And she dumps the rest over her head and kind of sits down by them.
Emmett has like kind of occupied himself by like just kind of. It looks like he's just poking at his smartwatches, but chances are he's playing like a dumb little smartwatch game.
Like Snake.
Yeah.
Not even Snake, like more like something, probably something like a Pokemon Go or something. Because
Oh.
smartwatches, like we're thinking like Apple Watch here. So it's like he's got a full like mobile game on there. He's just poking at it a while. Keep the time passing. Unless anybody has any questions for him, I mean, now seems like a good time for character talking.
Yeah, Voss just gets up, say, I apologize for that. I may have escalated it a bit. I apologize for my behavior.
Admittedly, we were kind of surrounded and didn't know what to do. We didn't know if they were going to attack us or not.
Yes, I should have.
We also
I'd say-
dealt with that quite stressful chase and everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'd say as we all got out of it alive. That's probably the most important thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we got our target out of there alive as well, which is quite the accomplishment, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah. Emmett
I
is
feel
still
like
visibly exhausted, though.
I feel like with some decent training and perhaps a less inhospitable environment, we could even make a quite good team together.
Yes, I would be up for that. Are you suggesting forming a permanent team?
I mean, we would have to go for another target and see how well that worked out before I would
course.
suggest anything like a permanent team, but
Of course.
you two gentlemen do seem like you have good heads on your shoulders.
I
what
try.
What says you, Emmett? Would you be interested in this endeavor?
Emmett's kind of like glancing between his smartwatches and up at you guys, and he's like, I don't know if permanent would be in the cards, but as long as I'm stuck in this time period, possibly.
Yes, I mean, what's wrong with making friends?
Yeah.
And I feel like you are quite possibly the most beneficial member of this party, Emmett. If I would be honest, you seem to. What's a good way to put it? You seem to have the most level head between us, and that is something that is desperately needed in this sort of environment.
Yes, I quite agree.
Huh. Well, thanks. And he sits up and he's like, I mean, you two have far better combat prowess than I do, so I suppose that you guys have your strengths and I have mine. Yeah,
Plus,
I can
you
see
know,
this sort of team working out.
and you know a lot about this planet too, so we could use far more of your knowledge, especially when it comes to the various flavors of pizza out there.
Yes.
That gets a chuckle out of Emmett. Like it's clear that he's no longer like exactly like as put off by your antics before, because it's like, yeah, it was a thing in the moment, but at the same time, it is just pizza. So
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I. You guys could probably use a few more tutorials on what the heck goes on in these lands.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like we may have unnerved you when we were suggesting our different tastes.
That's not really a. I overreacted. It's like everybody's got their own tastes, and if I don't like anchovies on pizza, that doesn't mean you can't like anchovies on pizza. That was just You enjoy your pizzas how you like. I'll enjoy my pizzas how I like. Easy as that.
Very well.
Um.
Ooh.
That all being said, I do believe it's going to be quite a while until we take another client, such as Mr. Pelletry here. This
Yes,
has been very exhausting.
it
Eh,
has.
I will
yeah.
look forward to getting back to the aquarium at some point.
I'll be looking.
Aquarium.
Hmm?
Like
Uh,
Emmett
I,
looks up a
it,
bit. Like,
uh,
huh?
I mean the ocean. Yes, the ocean.
Mm, if I recall,
Emmett's
aquariums
gonna.
of.
Can I
Hmm?
roll insight?
Yeah,
Yes.
Bob's got to do that too.
Well,
Oh dear.
well.
Okay, so y'all can tell that Plumeria is like kind of sweating a bit, but it's hard to tell if that's just from the heat of the environment or the extra like salt water dripping off of her. Like she definitely had a slip of the tongue, but she is not opening up anymore about it.
Eh. Emmett won't pay it too much mind. She's probably fine. Maybe a
Yeah.
little sun delirious at the worst.
Yeah, it's probably the sun.
Yeah, it's probably just sun.
I mean, it's
Uh,
pretty hot out there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a scorcher. Speaking of, how's Jit doing?
Yeah.
yeah.
As you look over, Jit is not with Bitbark anymore.
What?
I'm sorry,
Uh,
what?
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 Oh no.
Oh no! Oh god!
Oh.
Emmett is like scrambling a bit and runs over to Bitbar like, "What the heck happened? Where did he go? Where did he go?"
We have lost a highly explosive child. Where is he gone?
And our client is coming up here. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh dear.
We lost the baby.
We lost the
Big,
child.
Big Park, where did he go?
Yeah, Vosk actually grabs Big Mouth. Where is the metal dog? Where is the child?
Do not take your rage out on Bitbark. He is but an innocent.
Uh, but where is the child?
Where's Martha?
I don't know. Like Bitbird's kind of like got this like okay. They always have this blank expression on their face because their eyes aren't really capable of emoting. But you can kind of tell that their expression on their face is a bit extra blank as you're like tossing him around, and Evan's like, "Hey, calm down, calm down. Don't fling him around like that. Fragile technology."
Right.
Now are his eyes like kind of going all googly eyes, just like wiggling
No.
all over the place?
Well, his eyes are just like flashing a bit because they're like light bulbs.
Oh
Oh dear.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's
Ah.
just a little dazed.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ah.
What do you think? Do you think Bitmark would actually know what happened? Because like,
You know what? Um,
should I roll something?
what is Bitbark's passive perception?
Uh, let me pull up. I remember I had a thing for Bitmark and then I put it away. Let me see. Passive perception is 14.
Yeah, Bitbark has no idea.
Oh wow. Uh, I do not know where the captive has escaped to.
Are you gonna look
Oh dear.
around?
Yeah, it might be
Yes.
time to dump
Let's-
perception checks.
yeah.
You don't. If you are gonna take a look around, finally after.
We thought it was safe to have character discussion, and then this happens.
We've lost the child.
Yeah, but as you
Mm,
you you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll
Oh,
perception.
okay.
mm.
So as you like look around, it turns out the Jit is still like in the waiting area, and
Oh, thank goodness.
Ugh.
and he is and he is next to the like the old armadillo lady from
Aww.
before,
Aw.
and and it looks like they are having a decent chat.
Oh.
And then,
Well,
like, almost visibly deflates in his exhale. Like, oh, thank goodness it's not that.
Hang on, is this the same armadillo lady Voss picked up last time?
Yes, it is.
Oh dear, yeah.
Oh,
There's the old woman yes. Yeah.
uh,
well, at least it seems he's not bothered by all mammals, just cats.
Yes.
So that's a
yeah.
relief.
You can like hear like from the old lady like, "Oh, why aren't you a dearie?"
Uh, again,
Hmm.
Emmett's like just kind of sighing in relief. Like, okay, we know where he is. That's fine. Uh,
Hmm.
he's not even like he doesn't even have the energy to go and like ask what like Chit and the woman are talking about at this point. He's just kind of sitting back down, like, okay, we know where he is. That's all we needed to know. I'm not gonna like interrupt him,
Plumeria
especially not.
is. Ooh, sorry.
Oh,
Uh, I was just gonna say while you're talking, Plumeria is kind of like putting a hand to her chin, like she's thinking about something.
What are you thinking about?
Well, I guess now that we have him here, it feels like I'm a little concerned about what our client exactly plans to do with him.
That's what but I will admit I have been thinking that. Given the current how our top prize is, if it's anything severe, may be more detrimental to him than anything.
Emmett like sits up again. Is like, do you think? Here's a question. Do you think like they knew it was an accident, or do you think that indeed this is all just a big misunderstanding?
Mm,
That is my concern as well.
Because if they knew this was a problem from the start, then it would make this whole deal a lot shady.
hmm.
Hmm. I might not know about the culture so much of this land, but I do know that business people such as Mr. Pellegrini tend to be more invested in their own interests than in the interests of others.
Well, money corrupts, as we all know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So,
Emmett's like kind of glancing back at the empty desk and glancing back at Jit, like, eh.
As you
I
look,
suppose I suppose like worst case scenario we can ask.
I'm gonna say, as you look back, it now has escalated to like the old lady like hugging like Jit's head and patting his head like there.
Oh,
No.
oh, is he crying?
No.
oh no.
He's he seems to be close to crying.
Oh.
To be fair, that's
I.
probably the most compassion anybody's treated him with so far. And,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's how I see it. We could put aside our morals and give this clearly traumatized individual over to our client to do whatever he is hoping to do, whether it be through punishment of some kind or imprisonment or worse. Or, hmm,
Hmm.
or we could let Jit escape.
Hmm.
on the
Hmm.
one hand, I can understand where you're coming from with that. Like, if we let Jit escape into the desert, one, Jit doesn't seem too bothered by the creatures around here, and two, I have a feeling that they won't try to go downstairs again. if this is what happened to them the first time they went downstairs into Warren's Look. But
Yes.
on the other hand, part of me is like wondering, is it really okay to leave him out on his own if he's like this nervous about everything he's run across so far?
Hmm.
Especially if the results of his nervousness are, you know.
Yes, true. So she looks kind of over at the old armadillo lady and for a moment just kind of stares between the two of them. And a light bulb pops up above her head and she's like, "Who said we had to send him out alone?"
What do you mean by that?
Well, it seems he is getting along quite well with our friend here, the lovely older woman we ran into beforehand, and she seems to live up here in the desert. So perhaps she could use someone with Jit's nature around the house to assist her or help with other needs.
Hmm.
Well, what if he blows up?
Hmm.
Yeah, that is always a concern here.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I don't think she would like it if her house was accidentally blown up.
Yeah.
Probably not. Hmm. But I worry if we simply ask our client about what he's going to do to them, he either won't
Going to
say,
do
he'll lie
what?
about.
You can hear.
Ah!
You can hear like Mr. Pelletier's voice, and as you look like where it's coming from the desk where Stewie is, and Stewie is kind of like holding it up there, and Mr. Pelletier has his arms crossed, just squinting at your group.
Oh, uh,
Have you been
looks like
here?
time's up.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Mm.
Yes.
so
Hello, sir.
Hello.
We have your. Mm,
so we
Your
managed
bounty.
to
yes.
we managed to find the target, and they are unharmed for the most part.
Mm.
Like he doesn't say anything about like Varsk's shot or anything.
Yeah, don't mention that.
They're unharmed. However, there do seem to be some misunderstandings around the cause of the damages, and we were wondering if we could discuss this with you.
How can there be any misunderstanding for blowing down the buildings?
Well,
You.
the thing is, it seems as though the blowing up was not intentional. It seems to be a byproduct of some sort of their stress levels.
Hmm.
It seems that they have a bit of a fear of SCATS, which caused them to explode, as it were.
But they also don't enjoy exploding either. Like
No,
that's like it. I don't think it hurts them, but they are clearly distressed by it, and
it
they're
is
like
some.
and we've been trying to like keep them calm so that they don't explode again, and it's like
Where are
we're just
they?
kind of
Oh, mm, over there.
yeah. Emmett like just kind of gingerly points towards where Jit and the woman are talking, but he's also like going to make sure like um if Pellety is going to go and talk, like try and talk to Jit. He is going to make sure like the group follows and comes along to see if they can like prevent
Oh
anything
yeah,
from going worse.
Plumeria's following.
Hmm. I'll be the
Yeah,
judge of
boss.
that. And
Yeah.
like you can see like as like Mr. Pelty gracefully hops down like hop, hop from the desk to the floor and is now making a beeline towards Jit, who is still comforted by this old armadillo lady. Still the
And
hug and the little pats like there.
This, yeah.
and Mr. Pelletry wasn't followed or anything by anyone. Like he doesn't have his cat assistant or anything.
Oh yeah, he came alone.
Okay, good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully either this is gonna sort out the situation or we are just gonna book it. Like that
Yeah,
those are the two options running through Emmett's head right now.
Yeah, we may have to. Yeah, Voss is just like, we may have to deal with this quickly. So prepare for a fight if needs be.
Hmm.
So yeah, Mr.
I don't
Pelty
like that laugh.
makes the beeline for Jit and takes a moment to look over at this strange whatever this fella is. So you've been pulling down the buildings? Hmm? Yeah, um, yes. So how are you going to pay for that? Hmm?
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Oh
Do you
no.
have any idea how much damage you caused? A lot, I might add. So, how are you going to pay for this? Um, uh, well, now you leave him alone.
Oof.
The,
Oh.
these, this poor boy has gone through so much. Like, so you don't start with this, like, how you're gonna pay it, whatever. Leave them be. Listen, the these buildings aren't gonna pay themselves. So, and they are responsible for these destructions, so they have to pay somehow. Um,
Hmm.
Jita looks like rather nervous, like he he doesn't know what to exactly say at the moment.
Yeah, Emmett's kind of
Plumeria. Oh, sorry.
trying. I mean, Emmett's just kind of trying to like think. Okay, what can you do? What can you do to help here? Trying to think. He's not sure if there's anything he can do to like help besides like try and persuade Helity that like this really is just all a big misunderstanding, and even though indeed the damages were caused, maybe like Jit has no cash,
Yeah. I
so
mean,
it's
You
like
don't know.
I mean we don't know, but
You assume.
we assume he
yeah,
doesn't have
I
money.
mean, Chit doesn't know anything, so I don't
yeah.
know if he really even knows the concept of money.
Money? Yeah. It's just there's nothing going on between those eyes. He just knows how to be small. Well, not small, but
Soft.
he knows to be
Yeah.
soft.
Uh,
I think Plumeria's kind of gonna sigh and she sort of, her shoulders slump a little bit and she steps up to Mr. Pelletry and she's like, well, you were going to pay us anyway. Why not take our payment and use it to help pay off these buildings?
Yes. Voss
Hmm.
joins her.
Make a persuasion check.
Should I roll on as well, or
Well, are you going to like do the individual or are you going to give Blumeria advantage?
I'm gonna give her I'm gonna try and do individual.
I'm
Okay.
gonna I'm gonna have Emmett do like a help action for Primaria.
Okay, so I get advantage.
Yeah.
Okay,
So just
let's try
one
that
d20.
again.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
Nice! Alright, I'm glad I'm at help to then.
Yeah,
Damn,
sorry
that's
about.
20.
yeah. Like, come on. There's probably a better way than just like extorting cash out of this poor guy who barely even understood what he was doing, what they were
Yeah,
going to
I
begin
mean,
with.
I don't think he understands the concept of money.
What's money?
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, he just hold his hand out.
So instead of paying us, you are going to use our payment to help settle his debt. Is that clear, Mr. Pelletry?
Hmm. Well, that would benefit me. I wouldn't lose any money. But then it would make this chicken run pointless.
Well, the whole
And
idea of prosecuting this poor lad seems to be pointless to begin with.
Mm.
I don't think so. And I don't think your payments will be enough.
Oh, I
So,
see.
Well, okay. Here's the question then. And Emmett kind of pipes up. He's like saying all this. If Chit can't pay, and he's using the name, he's like saying Chit instead of like the captive or the criminal or anything. If
Mm.
Jit can't pay, what will you have Jit do then?
hmm. Well, I feel tempted to draw him just to the authorities, just like that. Or I could have them work to the bone.
Oh, you're that sort of man.
Hmm. You are right, money does corrupt, absolutely.
May
Well,
I?
this is not simply about the money.
Was
Plumeria?
anyone actually hurt in these explosions?
Hmm, there was there was few that was hurt. For
But
what
no
I
one
heard.
died.
No, luckily not. Ooh, that
Do
would
you
be a
even
headache.
care? Do you even care for their health? Or do you
Hmm.
just care about profits?
Well, I do care about my clients' health.
Hmm, as long as
After
it's
all, you cannot receive payment from a dead client.
That
Hmm.
is correct. And they wouldn't get to enjoy my products.
You know, we never actually asked what you make, Mr. Pelletry.
Yes. What do
Yeah,
you?
Hmm.
just out of curiosity.
He seems to take a moment to consider telling, and then he's like, "Oh, all sorts of teas, and then there is the seaside foods, seaside snacks. I'm very proud of those. But yeah, mostly my business is focused on different kinds of teas."
Jeez.
Hmm,
Huh.
Hmm.
that doesn't seem like the type of business that would require such.
Ex-
Hmm.
hmm.
Well, you might as well come and see if you come across one of my shops. Pay a visit to T's and C's.
T's and C's.
Yes.
Uh,
Wait a
Anyways,
minute. Wait a minute.
anyways,
Wait.
back to the matter. So,
T's and C's. Hmm. Doesn't that kind of sound like TNT?
Hmm.
Wait, am I actually onto something, or am I just being like,
Oh.
Nah.
I see. Emmett's kind of like thinking back to like the vines and how Jit was kind of like bleeding some sort of like sap substance, and he's wondering like, I don't think they. He's got a frown on his face, but he's not saying anything about like what's going through his head again because he's like he doesn't want to bring this up.
hmm.
But out of character, I'll just say he's concerned that they might be using JIT for the tea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And speaking
Because
of
like,
Jit,
like all we know is they went downstairs and then like into Winslow, and then they exploded, and then this corporate business guy's like, get him back. It's like we just don't know enough like to see if there's any real right answer here.
Yeah.
And then there's that laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. It just
Yes.
sounds too similar, and with the whole explosion theme going on, I'm like, hang on now.
There's something more going on here.
And wait a second, what's this guy who's all about tea doing in this town full of diamonds trapped underground? It's like, sure would be nice if this prophet guy had some sort of explosion to cause all those diamonds to become his.
Yeah. Something's not right here.
Well, and the other thing is, if we want to go and like see it, like the company for ourselves, we need to figure out a way to like keep Jit under control. Like maybe we could have Jit stay up here while we go and check out what he's working on. Because I don't want to bring Jit down there because that's just more risk of damages and yeah.
Mm.
All I know is something smells fishy.
Yes.
Okay, back in character, Plumeria is kind of like,
back to the
yeah.
moment. At this point, like Mr. Pelletier is looking over at Jit again, openly glaring, and it yeah, Pelletier is glaring at Jit. Older lady is giving a disapproving look over at Mr. Pelletier.
Yeah.
And it takes a moment before Jit goes like, um, uh, would, so would this be good? And you see Jit like reaching somewhere under his cloak, and he pulls out a gem.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it takes a moment. Mr. Pelletier is like, what is this nonsense? What are you? Like you can see the expression like change when Mr. Pelletier seems to realize what exactly is in Jit's hand. Like his
What?
eyes go wide, and and there is a moment pause before like Mr. Pelletier like snatches the gem and examines it closely.
Emmett's kind of like leaning over, like, what? Because
Hmm.
he wasn't expecting that.
That's an unexpected turnout.
So,
Emmett, would you do you want to like to see to try and see like what type of gem this is?
Yeah, let's roll perception. Oh, not bad. Not
Ooh,
bad.
that is nice.
Ooh.
oh,
Mm. Although it seems to be in a different shape than what it's usually in. This seems like an emerald.
Oh.
Emerald. Oh.
Is it like uncut?
It is certainly cut in some way, just not the usual way, you could
Hmm.
say. But yeah, Mr. Pelletier is examining this gem and being hmm, like, he's really considering it. Is this enough or is it not? Where did this? And then you see Jit reach under his cloak again and pulling out another emerald. I
What?
I can I I can I can give this one as well. And
Where are you getting
and
these from?
and
What?
Mr.
Oh.
Pelletier takes that as well and closely examines it.
Vask is very confused. Wait, what?
In character, Emmett is also quite confused. Out of character, I think I figured out what this is and I am laughing.
Out of character, I have not, and in character, I also have not.
Okay,
I think
can I propose my theory out of character?
Joe.
It's your thing.
Minecraft villager trading.
Oh. Mmm.
so
I
so
know.
after
Like,
Mr. Pelletier has examined this second emerald as well, now a smile starts to appear on his face. Yeah, why yes, this will be quite enough. My, I feel sorry for you three to think you would not take your payments.
Wait, you said this was enough, so surely we still get our payments now,
to be
right?
fair, we didn't even know that Jit had these gems on him.
No!
This is news to us as well.
No.
Yes, this
Of
is new
course.
information.
Hmm. Let's see. What did I offer you three?
You had said it was like 100 gold each.
Hmm. Well, I suppose I could throw a little few extra coins there as well. You have done a wonderful job. This will be quite enough. Hmm.
So Jit's paid off his damages.
Yeah.
We don't have to bring Jit back down to run into any more feline cat people
Mm-hmm.
or cats, and we can still get paid. I'd say that's a pretty good way to round this off. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I could overlook this, given there is enough compensation. Hmm. Yes, I say this fella is free of the hook.
All right. Well, Jit, I suppose you are free to do whatever you want to do from the sound of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you will excuse me, I have business to attend to. Do stop by my tea shop.
Mm.
We will.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's your payment. and for each of you, he throws a bag of coins.
About how
Ooh.
many coins?
Yes.
105 each.
Ooh.
You got a little
Oh, so
tip.
it really was just a little extra.
Hmm.
I mean,
Eh,
But
still,
still
any extra
extra.
is better than. Let's put it
Yep.
this way: any extra is better than what we were paranoid about, which was none.
that's
Yep.
true.
Like, yeah, the guy might be a bit shady, but after all that's happened, I think this is probably the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Mr. Pelletier walks away, he seems rather pleased as he makes his way to the lifts.
Emmett's kind of like gonna sigh in relief and be like, "Oh, that solves that." And he's like, he's like playing around with his coin bag a little, like, "Yeah, that's pretty hefty cash."
Oh, Emmett.
Huh?
And she digs through her bag and she hands him 5 coins and she's like, for the pizza earlier.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. Emmett's like surprised. He's like, "Oh, I didn't actually expect you to pay me back after that, but I'll take it."
No,
It
you.
was a very enlightening experience.
It was indeed.
Yeah. And Emmett kind of glances over to Jit, so it's like, well, now that you're not really in trouble anymore, what do you think you're gonna do now?
I, 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 I don't know.
Hmm.
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 I don't even know where to go.
Oh.
Emmett kind of like glances to the old woman, and it's like, I mean, you two seem to be been chatting pretty nicely so far. Would you be opposed to kind of staying here? That might be an option.
Yeah.
Or, oh, this poor fella staying here. I don't think it would do good for him.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
You don't think he could stay with you or anything?
Well, I live downstairs, so
Ah,
Ah.
Hmm.
that could
That's
make
a
things
shame.
tricky. Yeah. But still, thank you for the assistance the whole way through. By the way, ma'am.
Yes.
Very much appreciated.
why it was my pleasure.
Uh,
Hmm. But that leaves the issue of what we're going to do with him.
eh,
Hmm. So,
I don't know anything about like this whole like these creepers or whatever you happen to be, but I imagine there are better places for you to be than around this particular town. Um,
hmm.
Yeah,
um,
I don't really want to stay here.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
This one time is enough.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Well, wherever you are, just know that we won't forget you.
Yes, it was a pleasure knowing you, and sorry for the leg.
Uh, that 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 is all right. I pe- people usually react so very harshly to us creepers. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Hmm.
Uh, Emmett's like thinking and like he's gonna glance out like outside to see like what kind of stands are out here because like while there was like a whole pizza store like downstairs, is there like some place that has like even like cheap pizza up here? Would you say like in the snack stands?
Yes, yes, actually.
Emmett is just gonna be like, hey, before you go, how about we have a bit of a pizza party, eh? You got cash.
Sounds good. It sounds excellent to me.
Yes, it could be quite refreshing. What do you say, Jit? Have you ever had pizza before?
What's pizza?
Emmett just cracks the widest grin. It's like, allow me to show you. And then at that point we could just have like the fade out. Like,
Yeah,
close
now we
your
have like the everywhere you look, everywhere you be,
Yeah.
hand, a
Montage.
hand to
and
hold on
credits.
to.
Oh my gosh.
With Vaska and Paloma trying different things on the pizzas.
Uh, yeah. And ending this with the pizza party just sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
It started with the pizza, it will end with
And with
pizza.
pizza. Marvelous.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh.
Then I think with that we can say that is the end of the Criminal Hunt Part 2.
So,
Bye.
see ya.
Bye
See ya. Bye.
bye.
Bye.